Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul is dyed the color of its thoughts." Every idea, every spark of curiosity shapes who you will become. In this video, you will learn 10 powerful Stoic techniques to increase your intelligence. These techniques are based on the wisdom of the ancient Stoic philosophers who taught us how to live well and face life's challenges with grace and wisdom. These techniques are valid not only for today, but for the future. They will help sharpen your mind, broaden your horizons, and make you more resilient. Moreover, they are useful not only for yourself, but for others as well. So, are you ready to learn these 10 powerful Stoic techniques to boost your intelligence? If you are, keep watching, because this video is essential viewing. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future videos. Trust me, you won't want to miss them. Now, let's begin. Technique 1. Embrace change as a teacher. The Stoics saw change as a natural, beneficial part of life and a source of wisdom. Think about it. Whenever you grew as a person, wasn't it because of some change in your life? Perhaps you moved to a new place, took on a new responsibility, or encountered an event that shifted your perspective. Growth always comes with change. Change pushes us out of our comfort zones and forces us to adapt. And this adaptation, this ability to overcome and succeed in new situations, is what sharpens our intelligence and resilience. Marcus Aurelius said, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." This is a refreshing and empowering way to view change. Instead of seeing change as a loss, we can see it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to discover new things. Embracing change doesn't mean chasing every new trend or constantly disrupting our lives. It means developing a flexible mindset, a mindset that understands that change, big or small, is an opportunity to learn something new. When we approach change with curiosity instead of fear, we not only handle life's ups and downs with grace, but also expand our knowledge and understanding. Whether it's new software at work or a fork in the road on your way home, don't panic. Take a deep breath and embrace it. Remember, every change is a lesson waiting to be learned, and with every lesson, our intelligence grows. Technique 2. Embrace discomfort. We often think of things that bring us comfort: a cozy bed, our favorite series, a warm cup of coffee on a cold day. There's nothing wrong with enjoying these, but if we want to develop our intelligence and wisdom, we must step out of our comfort zones. Stoicism teaches us to embrace discomfort. Imagine facing a challenge so difficult that giving up or settling for mediocrity seems tempting. The Stoics would encourage you to keep going, to face the difficulty, and to overcome it. Why? Because they knew discomfort is a sign of growth. Discomfort stretches your abilities, broadens your horizons, and lifts you to new levels of excellence. The Stoics themselves practiced various forms of voluntary discomfort. They did this not to punish themselves, but to train themselves, to become stronger, more disciplined, and more adaptable, to be less dependent on external things and more reliant on inner resources. Embracing discomfort doesn't mean we must torture ourselves or suffer unnecessarily. It means challenging ourselves and pushing our limits. It means doing things that are hard but rewarding, things that make us grow. By embracing discomfort, we develop not only our skills and resilience, but also our intelligence and wisdom. Sometimes you'll want to give up or avoid the hard parts. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic emperors and thinkers, said, "The obstacle is the way." This means the challenges and obstacles we face are not barriers to our growth. They are the path itself. By shifting your mindset and seeing discomfort as an opportunity rather than an obstacle, you can harness the power that moves you forward. Next time you face a difficult task or an uncomfortable situation, remember this Stoic wisdom. Embrace the discomfort and know that with every obstacle you overcome, you are not only becoming smarter, but also building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Technique 3. Practice intentional disconnection. We often hear about the importance of engagement with our work, our studies, our relationships. But what about the other side? The Stoics recognized the tremendous value of intentional disconnection, stepping back deliberately from our usual routines and habits to refresh our perspectives and rejuvenate our minds. Think of a painter working on a piece for hours. Sometimes the best thing they can do to see the true essence of the painting is to step back, take a break, and return with fresh eyes. Similarly, our minds benefit from periodic disconnection, allowing us to approach challenges with renewed strength and clarity. Marcus Aurelius noted in his personal writings, people seek retreats for themselves in the countryside, by the sea, or in the mountains. But this is entirely the mark of an ordinary person, because you can retreat into yourself whenever you like. This Stoic wisdom emphasizes that true retreat isn't about physical distance, but about finding a space within ourselves, away from the constant pull of external demands. In our age of constant connectivity, the idea of retreat might seem counterintuitive, but it's more important than ever. This doesn't mean abandoning our responsibilities. It means setting aside intentional moments, whether a few minutes or a few hours, to disconnect, to think, and simply to be. This could be as simple as taking a walk without your phone, practicing deep breathing, or dedicating time to unplugged activities. By practicing intentional disconnection, we give our minds the space they need to process, to learn, and to grow. And in that balance, we find a path to greater intelligence and deeper understanding. So, as you navigate the demands of today, remember the power of stepping back, even momentarily, to rediscover clarity and purpose. Technique 4. Sustain lifelong learning. The end of formal education does not mean the end of learning. The Stoics were avid students who studied various subjects: philosophy, science, politics, and more. They were curious, open-minded, and humble. They knew there was always more to learn, and that learning was a way to improve themselves and their lives. They also understood that learning wasn't just about acquiring knowledge, but about applying that knowledge to real situations. They learned by doing. They learned from their own mistakes and from the mistakes of others. They learned from teachers, peers, friends, and even adversaries. They learned from the past, the present, and the future. They learned not just for themselves, but for others. They learned not just to know, but to do and to be. Sustaining lifelong learning doesn't mean we must enroll in formal programs or read every book. It means developing a love of learning and a habitual practice of it. It means seeking new knowledge, skills, perspectives, and experiences. It means challenging ourselves, questioning ourselves, and continuously improving ourselves. It means learning from everything, everyone, and everywhere. When we sustain lifelong learning, we develop not only our intelligence, but also our wisdom. You understand that a lifelong learning journey is a purpose in itself, a source of joy, satisfaction, and wisdom. But you also know that learning isn't just a matter of formal education. It's a matter of attitude and action. The Stoics showed us how to cultivate a lifelong learning mindset, a mindset that sees each day as a new opportunity to learn, to grow, and to deepen our understanding of the world. A mindset that nurtures genuine lifelong curiosity and a thirst for knowledge. As children, we are naturally curious. Our minds are sponges and our imaginations run wild. As adults, it's easy to lose that sense of curiosity amid responsibilities and routines. But what if we rekindled that spark? What if we approached each day with the same eagerness to learn and explore? Epictetus, with his profound simplicity, said, "Only the educated are free." This freedom comes from expanding our horizons and committing to the lifelong pursuit of knowledge. When we dedicate ourselves to lifelong learning, we equip ourselves with the tools to navigate life's complexities with grace and wisdom. In today's digital age, resources for learning are at our fingertips. The ways to broaden our knowledge are endless. But lifelong learning isn't just about consuming content. It's about thinking, practicing, and sharing. It's about taking what we learn and weaving it into the fabric of our lives, making us richer in thought and deeper in understanding. As you move forward, remember that every day is a classroom, every interaction is a lesson, and every challenge is a learning opportunity. Embrace the journey of lifelong learning and watch your intelligence, wisdom, and understanding rise to new heights. Technique 5. Cultivate gratitude as a gateway to wisdom. At first glance, gratitude might seem like a passing emotion, something we feel when someone is kind to us. But the Stoics viewed gratitude differently. For them, it wasn't just a feeling, it was a practice, a lens through which to view the world, and in turn, deepen our understanding and intelligence. Gratitude prompts us to recognize the value in every moment, every interaction, and every challenge. When we are grateful, we become more attuned to the lessons life offers. Instead of lamenting what we lack, we celebrate what we have. And in that celebration, we find greater clarity, perspective, and a deeper appreciation for life's nuances. Marcus Aurelius reflected, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This is not just a call to be thankful for a new day. It is an invitation to approach each day with curiosity, wonder, and gratitude. By doing so, we open ourselves to the countless lessons and insights each moment holds. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught in the race, focusing on the next thing and overlooking the present. But by developing a practice of gratitude, we ground ourselves in the now, becoming more observant, reflective, and open to the wisdom around us. Whether it's the lesson in a child's laughter, the insight from a setback, or the beauty in a sunset, gratitude enhances our ability to learn and grow. So as you journey through life, remember to pause and give thanks, not just on special occasions, but in the everyday, in both big and small moments. In gratitude, you will find not only joy, but also a pathway to greater intelligence, understanding, and wisdom. Technique 6. Practice mindful observation. Have you ever stopped to watch a leaf flutter in the wind? Or observed the intricate patterns of frost on a window pane? These moments might seem simple, even ordinary, but they hold a secret the Stoics understood deeply: the power of mindful observation. Mindful observation is not about just looking, it's about truly seeing. It's about paying attention to details, patterns, connections, and often unnoticed beauty. It's about being present, aware, and curious. The Stoics practiced mindful observation as a way to connect with nature, to learn from it, and to appreciate it. They saw nature as a mirror of the divine, a reminder of their place in the cosmos, and a guide for living well. They also saw it as a reflection of themselves and a teacher of virtue. Practicing mindful observation doesn't mean staring at leaves all day. It means being more attentive to our surroundings. It means noticing what we often take for granted. It means asking questions and exploring. It means being like children who are naturally curious and observant. When we practice mindful observation, we enrich not only our senses, but also our intelligence. We learn new things, gain new perspectives, and deepen our understanding. We also cultivate the curiosity, awe, and gratitude essential for wisdom. Seneca once said, "Time discovers truth." This insight applies to observation. When we take time to truly observe, we uncover truths about the world, others, and ourselves. We begin to see patterns, make connections, and develop a deeper understanding of life's subtleties. In a world of screens and constant distractions, taking a moment to simply observe might seem out of place. Yet it is in these quiet moments that our minds can expand and our intelligence can flourish. Take a minute each day to observe mindfully. Put aside distractions, quiet your mind, and truly see the world around you. In doing so, you will not only find everyday beauty, but also nourish your intelligence in deep and unexpected ways. As you go about your day, remember to look around and truly see. Practice the art of mindful observation and watch your intelligence, understanding, and wisdom grow. Technique 7. Practice active listening. We've all been there, sitting with someone, nodding, but our minds are elsewhere. Perhaps we're thinking about our to-do list or planning our next move. But here's a well-kept secret. True intelligence isn't just about speaking, it's also about listening. And not just hearing words, but truly understanding them. Active listening is more than staying quiet while someone talks. It's about being present, giving them your full attention, and striving to understand their perspective. It's about asking questions, showing empathy, and avoiding the rush to judgment or reply. When we listen actively, we're not just being polite. We're absorbing information, understanding different viewpoints, and broadening our horizons. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus observed, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This isn't just a witty remark, it's a profound insight. By truly listening, we open our minds to a universe of knowledge and experience. Modern society often values quick replies, but there is tremendous power in pausing to listen and reflect deeply. By practicing active listening, we enhance not only our relationships, but also our intelligence. We become more knowledgeable, empathetic, and connected to the world. Next time you're in a conversation, challenge yourself to truly listen. What you learn might surprise you. Technique 8. Seek silence amidst the noise. Our environment is often a cacophony of sounds, notifications, and distractions. From phone buzzes to chatter and traffic, we face constant noise. But the Stoics knew a secret. True intelligence isn't just about assimilating information, it's about finding silence, and not just avoiding noise, but seeking inner peace. Silence is not merely the absence of sound, it's a state of awareness, calm, and clarity. Seeking silence is about finding inner peace. The Stoics showed us how to seek silence, a practice that quiets external noise and connects us with our inner selves. It helps us confront our emotions, reflect on our actions, and plan our next steps. It expands our intelligence, brings clarity, and deepens understanding. They practice silence as a way to connect with the divine, to learn, and to appreciate. They saw silence as a reflection of the universe, a source of wisdom, and a teacher of virtue. It was also a mirror of their inner strength and a guide for living well. Seeking silence doesn't mean isolating ourselves. It means finding moments of solitude and meditation. It means creating space for quiet reflection. Seneca noted, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." This reminds us that many worries are self-created, amplified by constant noise. By stepping back into silence, we can distinguish real concerns from imaginary ones, addressing the former and releasing the latter. For many, silence may seem unfamiliar. Our lives are built on connection, but it's about balance. Even a few minutes of silence daily, on a morning walk or before bed, can make a significant difference over time. This practice sharpens intelligence and fosters clarity, peace, and deeper self-understanding. So, amidst daily hustle, remember to pause, breathe, and embrace the transformative power of silence. Technique 9. Value diverse interactions. One of life's most enriching experiences is interacting with people from different backgrounds, cultures, and lifestyles. Every person carries a universe of experience and knowledge. The Stoics recognized that our intelligence and wisdom are shaped not only by books or solitary thought, but by the mosaic of people we engage with. Every conversation is a learning opportunity, whether it's a chat with a barista, a deep discussion with a colleague, or a heartfelt talk with an elder. Each interaction offers a new piece of the perspective puzzle. Seneca advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." While this is golden advice, growth also comes from unexpected sources. By being open to diverse interactions, we expose ourselves to a wider range of ideas, stories, and experiences. This doesn't mean talking to every stranger. It means being curious, respectful, and attentive to those you meet. It means listening, asking questions, and sharing thoughts. It means learning from their successes, failures, and wisdom. Therefore, as you go about your day, seek opportunities to engage with a variety of people. Through these interactions, you will not only enrich your understanding of the world, but also discover that every person you meet holds a key to a wiser, more intelligent you. Technique 10. Develop curiosity over judgment. We live in an age of swift judgments. With a flick of a finger, we decide what we like, whom to follow, and whom to ignore. But what if, instead of rushing to judge, we chose to pause and be curious? Stoicism teaches that developing curiosity is a profound way to enhance our intelligence and understanding of the world. Curiosity is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. When we approach situations, people, or ideas with an open mind, we give ourselves the opportunity to learn and grow. Instead of rejecting something because it's foreign or different, we ask questions and seek to understand. This not only broadens our horizons, but also deepens our empathy and compassion. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." This is a powerful reminder that when we assume we have all the answers, we close ourselves off to the vast knowledge the world offers. By adopting a curious mindset, we acknowledge there is always more to learn, and in doing so, we become lifelong learners. We live in an increasingly distracting and noisy world. It's easy to get swept up in the rush, forgetting to stop, look around, and truly listen. But by choosing curiosity over judgment, we can break this cycle. We can forge a deeper connection with the world around us, learn from diverse perspectives, and in the process, increase our intelligence in ways we never imagined. So the next time you encounter something unfamiliar or challenging, take a deep breath. Open your mind and let your curiosity guide you. And there we have it, 10 powerful Stoic techniques to sharpen your mind and expand your intelligence. Let's take a quick final look at what we've learned. Embrace change as a teacher. Embrace discomfort. Practice intentional disconnection. Sustain lifelong learning. Cultivate gratitude. Practice mindful observation. Practice active listening. Seek silence amidst value. Diverse interactions. Develop curiosity over judgment. These techniques are rooted not only in the wisdom of ancient Stoic philosophers, but also in modern scientific research and evidence. They are proven to work, and their application is practical. They benefit not only your intelligence, but also your happiness, your virtue, and your ability to live in accordance with nature. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new and valuable. I hope you try these techniques and see the results for yourself. If you found this guide useful, please give this video a like. It helps others on a similar path find this wisdom. Please share it with friends, family, or anyone who might benefit. I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below, sharing which technique resonates most with you or how these ideas have helped you. I truly want to hear from you and learn from you. Thank you for watching and for being part of this Stoic community. You are amazing and I appreciate you. Remember, Stoicism is not just a philosophy. It is a way of life that can make you wiser, happier, and better. Discover your mind, your virtue, and your happiness. Be a Stoic and stay well.